Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome back to another video from Algebra 2 Easy. Today we're going to be talking about angles of elevation and depression. Sticking with our flow of trigonometric functions, you need all three to be able to solve angle of elevation and depression problems. Now, the main difference between angle of elevation and depression is basically where the object you're looking at is located. If the object is above the horizontal level, horizontal going left and right, then it's an elevation problem. If the object you're looking at is below the horizontal, then we're looking at an angle of depression. Let's get started. Take a look at our first example. The angle of elevation from a fishing boat to the top of a lighthouse is 5 degrees. If the top of the lighthouse is 161 feet above the sea level, how far is the boat from the lighthouse? So I have a cute little picture here, and we are going to sketch ourselves a triangle depicting this situation. So we're going to draw a triangle starting from the boat, going to the top of the lighthouse. There we go. And then we're going to make it a right angle. And then we're going to connect the base here. So here's my triangle. Here's what we know. The angle of elevation from the boat to the top of the lighthouse. So they're giving you the angle where the boat is located. And notice how it is going up towards the lighthouse. So this is an elevation problem. And we know this angle is 5 degrees. We also know that the top of the lighthouse is 161 feet above the sea level. Well, there's the sea. So they're giving you this leg of the triangle. So this is 161 feet. We are looking for how far the boat is from the lighthouse. So we're going to be looking for this side length here. So we're going to remember what we talked about yesterday. SOHCAHTOA. Sine, cosine, tangent. So if you are this angle and you have the side length opposite to you, and you're looking for the side length adjacent to you. So we want opposite and adjacent. Well, that's going to be a tangent function right there. Now that we know it's a tangent function, we can solve the problem. Tangent of 5 degrees is equal to opposite, so 161 feet, because remember, that is opposite to our angle, divided by our adjacent side length, which is x. We need to multiply both sides by x to isolate our variable, and we get x times tangent of 5 degrees is equal to 161 feet. Now we're going to solve for x by dividing both sides by tangent of 5 degrees. Now, key piece here, you need to make sure your calculator is in degree mode. Otherwise, you won't get the right answer. And you know it should be in degree mode because there's a degree symbol. All right, we type that in our calculator, and x is going to be equal to 1,840.2 feet. So that is the distance the boat is from the lighthouse. 1,840.2 feet away. Let's try another one, but this time we're going to do angle of depression. A fire is spotted from the top of a 125-foot tall fire tower. If the angle of depression to the fire is 19 degrees, how far is the fire from the base of the tower? So all our information is saying we have an angle of depression to the fire, So let's draw ourselves a triangle. All right, so from the tower to the fire, there we go. We've got our triangle here. All right, we know the height of this tower is 125 feet. We know the angle of depression to the fire is 19 degrees. So essentially what's happening here is we're saying that this angle is 19 degrees. Well, what you have here are alternate interior angles. All right, you have parallel lines being cut by a transversal. This is the angle to which we are looking down at the fire. So that angle is 19 degrees. Now, again, because this angle and this one here are alternate interior angles, we know that that is the same angle down here. Even though we're looking down, we're going to label this as our 19-degree angle. And again, that is because these are alternate interior angles. The question asks, how far is the fire from the base of the tower? So we are looking again for this side here. So looks like we have another tangent function, right? 19 is opposite to 125. X is adjacent. So we want opposite and adjacent. We have another tangent function. So we're going to solve this. We're going to have tangent of 19 degrees is equal to 125 feet divided by x. So just like we solved the last problem, you're going to multiply both sides by x first. So we're trying to isolate that variable, and the first step is to get it out of that fraction. Now we are going to divide both sides. I'm going to kind of scooch over here. We're going to divide both sides by tangent of 19 degrees. So we have 125 feet, there we go, divided by tangent of 19 degrees. Your calculator should still be in degree mode, which is perfect. And we have x is equal to 363 feet. So the fire that is spotted from the top of the tower is 363 feet away from the base of the tower. All right, what I have next for you is some problems for you to try on your own. You have an angle of elevation involving a slide, and you have an angle of depression involving a pilot in an airplane seeing a raft floating in the water below. Here's the work and the answers to those two problems. If you have any questions, leave a comment and let us know. See you back tomorrow.